Hi, this is Rachelle with SCRAPCRAFTASTIC, and I have a Halloween inspired haul from several different places, including Walmart, Temu, Five Below, and Simon Says Stamp. First off, let's start with Walmart. I found this Halloween creepy fabric in white for $2.97. It's 30 inches by 72 inches. It's basically a cheesecloth, but I think it's a tighter weave cheesecloth than what I have already. So that was what inspired me to pick it up. It seems like it will hold together a lot better than my cheesecloth, but I can still manipulate it as well. I got the white. I'm not sure if they have any other colors, but white is perfect because I can dye this any color I want with my distress inks. So I got that. That was the only thing I got from Walmart. Then we went to Five Below, and I happened to see these. These were $2. I got 2 packs I've already started using. Um, let's use this one. And there's 30 butterflies in 3 different sizes. These are the sizes that they are, and they are like a poly plastic material. So they're meant to be um, for you to hang on. I'm gonna leave that one out because I need it for my project. But they're meant for you to hang on the wall, I guess. But of course, I'm using them in craft projects. So that's the large, medium, and small. Okay. And they are like a plastic poly material, not paper. So, and I also found some bats like that previously at Five Below. I didn't look for the bats. I just happened to see these as I was on my way to checkout, and I was like, ooh, black butterflies, because I was just thinking yesterday that they would work well on a project that I'm working on. If I had some black butterflies, and I was thinking about cutting some, die cutting some, but now I won't have to. Okay, so that's everything from Five Below. Next up is Simon Says Stamp. All right, so even though I already had picked some of this up, I got some more black stickles, which is this. Black diamond is what this one is. Didn't really give any other information, but yeah, a ball of stickles because I thought it would be fun to have, the black stickles. I have what red, gold, and silver, and the white one that is hollow, kind of. Yeah. So also from Simon Says Stamp, I got these two script type stencils, Tim Holtz stencils. So this says Sprite Beware Poison. I love the look. I love the font that's used. It's just really cool. Then this one, I'll have to look up and see what this says. Again, I just love that it's a script font or a font calligraphy style. Both of these kind of calligraphy style, I think. So I got these from Simon Says Stamp. Then from Temu, let's get something so you can see. Again, if these are dupes of something, I have no idea. I haven't seen them as dupes, so I don't know. But these are body parts, internal body parts. So it has the spinal cord for the spine, spinal column, is that what it's called? Breastbone, the brain, a heart, the lungs, the hand skeleton, the eye diagram, ear, some teeth. Not sure what this says. And then what is this a symbol for? Let me know in the comments. All right. Then the other stamp, that's clear stamps. Then I also got these Vampire Hunter, Old Salem Fireside Inn, Apothecary. This one says Mortuary. Shall we take it out so we can see what they say? So this is what they look like. I guess you can see them. Mortuary, Black Cat Crossing, Happy Halloween, Mystic Manuscript Shop. Let's light up the spooky night. So these are like label stamps. Thought they were pretty cute from Temu. And I'll link to everything that I can link to in the description box below. Here is another set of stamps. This one is tickets. I should get to stamping these while we're still in the spooky season. Which side is the right side? So this is to skeletons sitting on the beach, it looks like. This is a skull and roses. This is a skeleton on top of what looks like ledger paper in the background. Skull with roses, ticket. And this is a heart and roses ticket. So those are cool. These are 12 by 12 with the cracks. You can see that. Really cool. And I got this 12 by 12 with the skulls. So these are great, oversized. You can choose anywhere of the stencil if you're not using it for 12 by 12, or if you're using it on 12 by 12, for instance, the back of a single-sided 12 by 12. This would cover the whole thing. That's pretty cool. Then this is alchemy. That's the symbol I was asking, trying to think of a name for this. Is this the alchemy symbol? So this is another script stencil, the alchemy heading. So I can just use the alchemy part. I can use this whole header separate from the script. And it's a non-legible type script. I think it doesn't really say anything. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. Then this one is YC Blue Magic Club, Urban Classical City. I don't know what that means. Let's take this out so we can see it a little bit better. And I think these are, well, this is a little bit bigger than letter size, but I think they're supposed to be approximately letter size. I just liked it because it had that receipt look. So does this down here. Again, you can just use portions of the stencil. You don't have to use the whole thing. And here we go with a spider web. I do have another spider web stencil, but this one is more detailed and delicate, and it actually has the cool spiders on it. So there we go. Let's put that out. I think that's really nice. Can't wait to use that. And then this one. So this, ooh, look at the edge. Forgot about that. So you got the edge drip. You can use it on either side, of course. I think this is the way it's supposed to go, though. Very cool. I have some more Happy Meal from Temu. I placed several orders kind of back to back. So they kind of staggered in at different times. This is a impulse buy. So it is these, I don't know if you can see it, these dolls that you would probably use in a planner, but they can be used for card making, journal making, any paper craft. If I turn it that way, it's going to be a glare. But they also come with the dies. So you have the dies for the dolls, the dog and the cat are in here, as well as the balloon. So all of the graphic pieces have the die, and then you'd have to hand cut the text pieces. I just thought that was really cute. Not sure how I will use it. Maybe one day I'll try and make cards. I don't know. But let's put this back in here until I can store it because I want to make sure I store the dies with the stamps. Okay. Then this is another impulse buy. I can't remember what they called it, but it's kind of like a distressed film strip. Hopefully you can see what that looks like. So I got that. Then I got this. It's a stitched frame. So usually I have to cut out my frames, and if I want specific sizes, I'll still have to cut them out. But now I have a die to do it. We're going to play around with that towards the end. And then I treated myself to quite a few nesting dies. So this one has a scalloped edge, 5 different sizes. So with this, I can make frames as well. So we got the nesting dies. Here's another one. This is a long, skinny rectangle. I'm pretty sure this is for those long, skinny cards, maybe. But I feel like I can make little flips, pockets, and it is a stitch die. It is 5 dies in there. And again, I can use it to make frames. This one has some decorative element on the edge of the die, but it also has like that stamped the torn perforated edge on it like a stamp would. So that's what that one looks like. And they're different sizes. So, I have some nesting dies, but they're just plain. These have decorative elements to them. And here is another one. I have a nesting die similar to this. This one has stitching on it, but this has more sizes, smaller sizes in it. So, and I like the curvy, more organic edge. So this one has 6 dies in it. And that's what it looks like. Let's see. This one is really organic, and I thought this was fun. I could make some really cool frames and shapes with this. This one is 6 dies as well. And then we have the Polaroid style nesting die. It's basically just 4 different sizes of the Polaroid. The largest being, what size is this? So this could be used like a frame too, of course. So the largest is about 5.5 by 4.25. The smallest is 1.5 by 1.25. Let's look at some size comparison. So this is like 4.25 by 4 approximately. The smallest is 1 by 1.75. I'm not gonna go through and measure all of them, but maybe it will help to see them kind of next to each other. Unfortunately, there is a glare, but as far as comparison, these two are basically the same size. These two are an odd size compared to these, of course, because they're the slim size. I think this one kind of fits in with these three. This one is a little smaller. This one, we're gonna use that one. So, all right, so that is all of those. Then I also got this, I think this is a layering die that I can use to make tree elements. I'll play around with this another time, maybe when we get a little closer to Christmas or when I start working on some Christmas things. All right. So I pulled out my stamps because I want to play around with these and see how they are. I'm going to cut this die. These are the papers I have. I think this is like 100-pound paint that I can use in a journal that I'm working on. Of course, I'm still doing Halloween stuff, so I can use the black 100-pound. This is a misprint of one of my graphics. So I always keep misprints and you try to use them in other ways. So I went ahead and coffee or tea stained this. So I'm going to use this as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this die and then I'll come back to work on the stamps. All right. So this again is the die that I cut, and this is the negative space. So I'm keeping those. Can make something with those. And then this is how it turns out. So you can see the stitch really well. Okay. So I did 2 of the pink. I did 2 of the black. But actually you can get 4 of these from one letter size page. So I only did 2 of those 2, and then I did 4 of the coffee stained. So I used the whole letter size page for those. Because I feel like I can use this in pretty much everything where these are a little more specific because of the color. All right, so let's use the negative space bits for stamping. I could probably turn these into tags. I could stamp and emboss on this. Maybe we should play around with that. I don't want to get embossing powder everywhere to begin with, but yeah, it cuts really well. This is just a regular cardstock weight, and this is much heavier. But as you can, I had no problems cutting. There's no intricate bits and pieces, so I didn't expect to have a problem with it. So I'll sit down and cut quite a few of these. And they measure 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So these are the negative space. Let's stamp on these, see what we can come up with. Let's use archival ink. Let's do a test stamp. Pretty good. I think it's time to re-ink this or get a new pad. Okay, that one's much better. I held it a little bit better in place. So that is how those stamp. And these were the tickets, and it has one tag on it. So that's that one. And I just did two of them. A little light right there. But otherwise, they stamp great. Okay, let's try something from here. I like the one with the jack-o'-lantern. Let's try this one. I'm only going to do a few because I'm specifically going to use these on some envelopes that I made to embellish them. Make sure I get it inked up really well. I could probably get two of these out of this. Let's try for two of these out of this. That's what that looks like. Nice. Says book a read. Let's use this one. Let's light up the spooky nights. Let's light up the spooky nights. Okay. I know one reason why they're not stamping that great, probably because I'm not prepping them since they're the first use, like rubbing my fingers over to get whatever is on them off, that coating. But oh well, I'll do what I can with what I got. And I think test stamping them first helps with that anyway. These are a little lighter. I think it might be my ink pad though. I think I just need a juicier ink pad. But they will work for what I want to use them for. All right, so let's set those aside. I'm not going to do these, but I'm sure they work just as well as the ones that I've used. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these out so that I can use these as ephemera pieces on my envelopes. So here are my faux envelopes. They're pretty simple to make. I'll have a video showing how I made these, and I'll link to the video where I originally saw this in the description box below. But I want to get these decorated up, just add some embellishment to them. All right. So I think I'm going to need something else to go with these. So I'm going to go through my stash and see what else I have. Okay, so I got my glue gun warmed up and I pulled out some bits and pieces to work with. I have these black stickers. I think I got these from probably Michael's, I'm thinking. And I have some Halloween stamps and die cut pieces in these, or stamped pieces and die cut pieces in these two storage containers. I pulled out some cheesecloth that I had previously dyed with some paint or acrylic ink. It's kind of stiff, but I'm still going to try and use it. I have some laces that I previously hauled. Maybe that might work. So I have that one. This is some tool, some gathered tool that maybe I can use as well. See how that looks. And I had this piece of crochet trim from Dollar Tree on my desk. So we'll see what we can do with that. And that's pretty much everything that I pulled out. Hopefully that's getting hot. The only thing with doing these, I use one piece of 12 by 12 paper to make these 4 faux envelopes. The problem with it is that if there is a directional pattern, some of them are going to be upside down, but I am not going to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and glue them to, I guess I should ink them, huh? I don't think I want to ink. I don't think I want to ink these. So I'm just going to glue this side. I know I probably say this every time I use the hot glue, but I'm really not that good with it. So I don't use it often. Right. It might be better to use regular glue for this. Yeah, because I don't like the way that looks on the back. So I'm just going to use my regular old um glue. And I got to trim this off because it's not straight. Use the art glitter glue and glue these down. Yeah, it's splatter too. That's better. So that is done. Let's see. I don't think I'll use one of those stickers for everything. Let's build my clusters. This came out so light, it really needs something dark behind it. All right, so these are the faux envelopes. This is how they turned out. I still need to stuff the pockets, but I do have some blanks in these that I can start with. I probably need to find something else for this one. Maybe, wonder if the frame will fit in that pocket. If I made something with the frame, yes, it will. So I'll do that with that one. All right, so yeah, I showed the die cuts from the frame, the stitch frame that I picked up. Maybe I should do one of the natural colors, the coffee, yeah, to give it some contrast. Okay. But I don't know, this one looks a little plain. Nope, I'll stick with the black. I think the black will be better. All right. Because the coffee is too washed out and looks too similar to the actual pocket part. All right, so these are they. I still can embellish these up. I probably will add some kind of bling to them. I use the stamps on these. I need to trim this one. I even used the Dollar Tree spiderweb cupcake holder. I used that recently on another project on the mixed media tags that I made from a masterboard. I'll link to that video in the iCard up above. But these are they. All right, so I will come back in a future video and show how I decorate the cards and bits in the pocket. I'll be pulling out my Halloween ephemera book or junk journal to use some of the items that I've been stashing away in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.